Hi everyone. Today's little lecture snippet is going to be a little lecture that my teacher George Firestein has in our lessons, and I love it. And it really deals with the philosophy of posture and posture as philosophy. And I think it's really important for me to try to explain this to you as a new teacher, because a lot of the times we think that yoga is only about the asana, and that's a false statement. So we're gonna discuss this, and what I want you to do after this little snippet or this little lecture is to write this down in your journals, and I want you to tell me how you feel about it. Do you think that yoga is only asana? Do you think that the philosophy part is bogus? Just let's discuss that when we see each other again, okay? A lot of contemporary yoga practitioners, especially those in Western countries, we look upon asana as a tool for achieving physical fitness and flexibility. Yoga postures, yes, they do have physical benefits, and they are huge, these physical benefits. They improve our musculoskeletal system, they improve our nervous system, they improve our moods, our chemistry in our body. This is true. Experiments have also shown a lot of psychological benefits in asana practice, right? De-stressing, calming, the neurons in your body, the serotonin levels in our body get a lot better, right? Oh, sure. So these are great benefits for asana practice. But the great yogi understands that hatha, the practice of the forceful asana practice, is done to create a body that we call the adamantine body. And this adamantine body is a body that it is so strong that it could take you until you're 100 million years old, basically, is what they're saying. Because we make this body so strong. They want the body, this physical body, to be strong so we don't have to worry about it getting sick and hindering our progress. Because we know when our health is lagging, right, everything starts to back up because we can't get to it, because we don't feel good or something's going on, right? We can't even take care of the house, or we can't take care because our health is lagging, right? If you know someone that's in a hospital, they're not moving around. They're not taking care of their spirit, their spirituality, their mind, their non-dual essence. So that is one of the major points in asana work. It's creating the adamantine body. Yeah? An adamantine body in Sanskrit is Varja Deha, or divine body, means Divya Deha. We're creating this divine body where my soul is housed. My Atman is housed, and my Atman can be free. This is what asana practice is for. Asana practice, as my students, I want you to understand, asana practice is not the goal. The goal is not to be the best person in headstand. And the goal is not to be the person with the highest leg in Natarajasana. Those are really great things to achieve. They're awesome. But it's not the goal of yoga. Yoga is a liberation technique. It's liberating ourselves from suffering. It's transcendence. It's about our consciousness. Right? Can we agree upon that? Okay. Yoga is a tool for me and for a lot of teachers, is a tool, or Hatha Yoga is a tool for me to teach you about a non-dual experience. Let's explain what non-duality means. Non-duality is that I am not separate from Brahman. I am not separate. I am Brahman. Atman, my soul, and Brahman, God consciousness, or universal consciousness, universal spirit energy, whatever it is that you want to call it, your source, I am not separate from that. Non-duality states that I am already a part of that. I am that. It created me. I am that. We are that. Yes? Remember we talked about that yesterday in class. Neti, neti. Not that, not that. I am that. Okay? So, what I'm trying to tell you here is during a physical practice, I can use your body as a tool to help you experience your non-duality. And how do we do that? You said, Lizzie. Well, when you're in that practice and you're flowing and you're in this beautiful space, you forget all time and space. You forget that you have a body. You forget that you are attached to all this stuff that's outside. Your spirit, your Atman, is experiencing its non-dual nature. This is a beautiful thing about yoga. This is yoga philosophy. This is teaching your students how to understand non-dualism while they're practicing yoga. Right? Okay. I love this little, I'm going to read to you a little part in this book. A sensitive individual undoubtedly will experience each posture in a unique way. And this is my teacher, George Firestein, writing. And I just, when I first read this passage, it touched me so much that I need to share it with my students. And a sensitive individual undoubtedly will experience each posture in a unique way. And that's true, right? Everybody is going to experience every asana differently because our conditioning is different. Everyone comes to yoga with a lot of stuff, right? Okay. Each one is a portal to the experience of non-duality. Whether it manifests at the body level as flow or at the mental level as ecstatic self-transcendence and oneness with the transcendental self, the Atman is the ultimate singularity. That's an awesome statement, and we're going to discuss that, and maybe you didn't understand a lot about that, but understand that when we practice yoga, we have to practice the philosophy of it as well. We have to have that balance, yes? So I'm going to review. Non-duality means that I am not separate. I am this. This is me. Everything is this. But I forget somewhere along the line. I feel separate. There's a lot of illusions. I have to start to peel the layers of the onion to understand my true nature. And I do, during my day, I have glimpses of my true essence. I have these epiphanies. I know we all have them. We have these beautiful moments of, oh my goodness, I know that. That's who I am. And then we forget it. Duality is saying that we are separate, that nothing here is real, that this is all an illusion, and that we have to get a divorce from all this stuff as quickly as possible. And the only way that we can become enlightened or reach God, because He's far away from us, is to go through this whole path of enlightenment and then die. And once you're dead, but you have to have had all those enlightening experiences, then you're enlightened and you can see God. Well, I'll say 99% of yoga teachers don't teach duality. We're teaching you non-duality. And throughout this whole little seminar that we're in, our little teacher training, we're definitely going to be discovering, talking about, exploring, experiencing non-duality. And it is my pleasure to be your guide in this journey. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Sat Nam.